so I'm here again, and today I want to bring you a video on natural nail care, some tips for your nail tips. And you guys know that especially recently I've been trying really hard to have a manicure and make them look nice, but I am an avid lover and I really believe in and I really love natural nails. And taking care of natural nails is just as important as taking care of manicured nails. There are times where I really love natural nails more than I love polished nails, and it's just something I want to rock, but I know that a lot of times my nails look kind of blah and don't always look their best. And we have videos on growing your nails and nail talk and stuff like that. I'll link you to a blast in the past. This isn't going to be how to grow your nails or anything like that or keep them strong, but this is just going to be some kind of things that I do to keep my nails in their top shape when they're natural. I use some things to keep them strong, to keep them lubricated and oiled up nice, and I really just want to keep them looking their best. So I'm actually going to show you guys a close-up of my hands, a couple of the different products I use, a couple of the different things I do, and of course if you guys do some of the same things or different things, be sure to share so that we can all do that. But yeah, I'll show you what I do to kind of keep my natural nails at their best. Alright, so the very first thing that you want to do is file your nails, and this is just one from Sephora, I believe. Yeah, this is just one from Sephora. You can use any nail file that you prefer, but just you want to file them in a way that you like. And I've been told by some people, instead of filing back and forth like this, that you just want to file in one direction. Personally, I do it in both directions and I don't see any difference in my nail growth or any bad, repercussions. I do prefer to do mine oval, but do yours however you please to do so. And like I said, I already finished with this step just to save time. Now, the next thing you want to do is work with your cuticles. And your cuticle is basically this little area right here that some people like to cut off. Now, the cuticle is there for a reason, and if you really want to, I suppose you could cut off your cuticle, this little skin flap. I personally don't do that to my cuticles. I personally like to push mine back. Reason why is because the cuticle, some people believe it's there to prevent dirt and bacteria from on your nail from getting under your skin and causing an infection here in the actual nail bed, because the nail is actually formed right here. And that's why if you bump yourself, if you have trauma here, it can create those little white patches. I don't think I have any now like this. If you get those little white patches, it could be from trauma here on the nail bed. But the idea is the cuticle is meant to protect the nail bed right here from getting, dirt and bacteria in there. So what I like to do is actually push mine back. And you guys can soak your nails inside of hot water or take a shower and then push them back. I'm just going like this when I push mine back. But my favorite thing to do is using oil. This is vitamin E oil from Trader Joe's, and you guys know that vitamin E oil is amazing for hair, for skin, but it's amazing for scarring too. If you have scars, this is amazing, but it's also fantastic for nails. So what I do is I put a little bit of this on each of my nails, and I use this to push them back. So this does help me to push the cuticle back, but it also helps me to nourish the nail bed and the nail plate. And since vitamin E oil is great for growth and great for strength, it really does help strengthen the nail and really just give it what it needs. So I apply a little dot just to the tops of each of these nails, and then I take my finger and I just kind of massage this in, and you guys can see it gets messy, it gets all over the place, but that's okay. So I'm just going to massage this in, and then like I said, you guys can gently push this back a little bit. Because I prefer not to cut mine. Now this is a great practice to do for natural nails. If you have natural nails and you're going to be putting nail polish on them, I would recommend skipping this step. Reason why is because oil is something that's just amazing for your nails, but it can also make them slippery. So if you're trying to apply polish after this, the polish won't stick. So for natural nails, this is great. It's a great conditioning treatment for them, but avoid it if you are going to be applying polish. And you can leave them like this and just wait for them to soak in. It should take them around 10 minutes, but I am just going to continue until that's all absorbed. So it's been about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm going to finish up with my cuticles. I've just applied oil. Now this is a product that I like to use. This is Burt's Bees Lemon Butter Cuticle Cream, and this is made with a bunch of different things, and it's just supposed to kind of help your cuticles, help prevent hangnails, etc. What happens is that sometimes we get hangnails or flaps of skin here on the side that are very painful. A lot of times that comes from either biting your nails or because you have very dry skin. This really helps to moisten that up. So now that our cuticles are really, really conditioned with that vitamin E oil, I'm going to take a little bit of this and just apply it to the cuticles here. And sometimes what's easier is if you take the back of your nail and scrape, you get a little something like that. So you could use the back of your nail, or you could just take it little by little with your fingertips, depending on what you like. But I'm going to put a little bit of this on each cuticle, and just like we did with the vitamin E oil, I'm going to rub this in. The only difference is that with the vitamin E oil, I put it underneath my nail as well and just all over to condition it. With this cuticle cream, you really only need to put it at the actual base of the cuticles. You don't even need to work it up the rest of the nail. But this really just helps you get the sides, you get the bottom, and it prevents those issues from happening. And you just want to kind of condition and rub that in. And this one and this is just one that I love. Of course, you don't have to use this one. You can use any cuticle cream, but try to find one that is natural and that does have some of those botanical ingredients. This Burt's Beads one I think is only $3 or $4, and the best thing is that it smells amazing. It smells like lemons. This is personally my favorite. It's the only one that I can recommend because it's really the only one that I use and love. But do whatever you think is right for you. So now it's been about another 10 minutes and I've kind of just rubbed that all in. And you guys can see I have a little bit of like a sheen there, but it's not oily or sticky or anything like it was. Now, if you are not going to do anything with your nails, I would recommend doing this to natural nails maybe once a week just to keep them trimmed and keep them, you know, proper and clean. Now, if you are going to go a little bit longer, I would recommend putting on a strengthening coat. And what a strengthening coat is for is actually to strengthen your nails. And for me, you know, things are kind of busy. I don't always have time every week to do this. So I actually like to put this on to strengthen them, and then you can even put polish over this. Now, like we said, you do not want to do this before applying polish because it will cause the polish to slide off. This is different. This has a little bit more of like a sticky, almost like a gummy texture. So it's okay if we put this over a little bit of oil. And then you can put nail polish over this once this is dried. But I like to use this over natural nails or over freshly, what would this be, conditioned nails. And this is just one by Sephora by OPI. This is one that I like. You guys do not have to use this one. You can use whatever you want. But I love this and it works very well for me. I usually only apply 1 to 2 layers of it. I've noticed if you have to dry between layers, but I have noticed that if you apply more than 2 layers that it almost gets a little bit gray. And I don't care for that because if you just apply 1 or 2, it just looks very, very natural. So I am going to apply this. I'm going to apply this and let it dry and try not to get it all over the carpet. So now that that's been applied, it's just time to let it dry, and that is really all I do for my natural nails. Like I said, once this is completely dried, if you want to, you can put a regular color nail polish over it. But if you like the look of natural nails, or if you need it for work or for whatever it is you're doing, this is a great way to keep them natural, yet still beautiful and still strong. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I don't know if it was a tutorial or not. This is just kind of like what I do and what I think. And again, some of these things are really great to just keeping your nails strong, natural, and healthy. So that way, if they're looking natural, they're gonna look great. And when you do decide to paint them with a polish or something, your nails will be stronger, polish will adhere better, and overall your hands will just look a lot healthier and prettier. So I love you guys so much. Again, I hope that you enjoyed this. I will link you to some nail videos around here just for the heck of it. And I hope this lighting's okay. I'm really trying to work with it. But I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to talk to you all soon. Love you guys. Bye.